Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he takes this from inside 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Bearcats offense, we get the first swing today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
Backed up to the 6-yard line. It's 2nd and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. Looks like the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. When he's got some space here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So UTSA's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Keeping it on the ground here. Finding some room with the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Has caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
He's got it for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl ride, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them.
And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Made the defense look slow that time.
Love how the quarterback waited until the last possible second to draw the defense in until he pitches it out on the option play. And not only does he get big yards, but they turn into a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. Comes the UTSA offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
With the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. They take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. And the Roadrunners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. 2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Roadrunners will have to kick this away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the quarterback keeps it here. Fights off a defender.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Play action here on first down. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. Got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Running right through tacklers. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. That's going to be incomplete. The first down drop here in the middle of the field.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds. They avoid the turnover there. That sack makes it 3rd down. Bringing pressure. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on third down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up a first down to keep this drive alive.
Tackle made after just a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Running play called on third and short. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Bearcats will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And a low line drive. Ugly punt. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him down out near the 40.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Hardy. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball.
Looking to throw it deep. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Catch made on the out route. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here comes a handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. The Bearcats will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. To throw, it's Lagway. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty.
Waste of time.
Okay, ready?
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Looks like the Bearcats will kick this away to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And tackled after a small pickup there. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And they hand it off to the back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Roadrunners pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down. Split backfield here. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a third and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Holding. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. The Bearcats will bring their punt team onto the field. Going to flip the field here. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
To throw, it's Lagway. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And the Roadrunners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On third down, it's a handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Here we go, the coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
There's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1. Hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
Ready, set.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And UTSA has the lead here, Kirk. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Takes the handoff again. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they...
Will he score here? Touchdown, Roadrunners. And this one is getting ugly. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes the speed of the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, and he can't quite come up with the interception. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 4th down. They'll kick it away here. And it's taken right on the midfield logo. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it on the move. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, UTSA. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch-and-catch combination. They are closing in on a conference championship.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bearcats. And now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. And he's back to throw again on second down. Pass rush closing in. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. That sack sets up an important third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Pressure is coming. He's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility. And on Monday as a team, you break down the film. You'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
Roadrunner starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, UT San Antonio. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Looking for his back. And the pass is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the Bearcats will line up to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. He'll field it close to the 50. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. The defense does have all 3 timeouts remaining, but Kirk and I would like to get to the plane, so let's hope the coach doesn't use them. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. More set of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. And the Roadrunners hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And the beatdown continues.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. He shreds the tackle.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Bunch of DBs on the field now trying to defend against the deep pass. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires on the game. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.